Hello, everybody. Waiting on people to get here. I'll have to chat on the old fan phone, as it were. As it always is. All right. Starting with a pound of ground turkey. It's frozen, so it's going to take a bit. I think the only person watching at this point is my wife in the other room. No?
No, she's struggling to get in.
Okay.
Somebody's there with you. So I'm glad.
Somebody. Ground turkey. You can use hamburger meat, but I'm using turkey. Because I can't. Wouldn't want everybody to show up at once. I got 3,701 subscribers and nobody will come to a live. Or even chat for that matter. I'll give this about 3 minutes. If ain't nobody showing up, I'm doing this on my own. Fuck it.
Hey, there's some more.
Couple.
Yeah, it just showed up on my phone, so it's quite delayed today.
Yeah, well, welcome to fucking YouTube. Live internet in general. Welcome to it. Not much, Alexander. Hanging out. Making some party dip, and I'm making this on Saturday so we can eat this for dinner tonight, because we don't watch football, but I'm sure some people do watch football. Because fucking football sucks. It used to be America's pastime and a patriotic sport, but it's full of a bunch of fucking crybaby assholes anymore. Hello, girl from Michigan and B-Ma. Making $100 million a year talking about how fucking oppressed they are. I'm not watching football. Nope. Alright. Refried black beans. They need some love. What's up, Malin Thomason? Excuse me. So while I got my turkey going over there, I seen you posted in the group that I'm just fine. I am just fine. Kathy Fallon, always calling me young man. Sure thing, old lady. So, my refried black beans are going to get a little bit of love. Let's say a layered bean dip. Some garlic. Because you can't ever have too much garlic in anything. You then scrape your canned dog food. No. Fucking looks like dog food. And it's refried black beans. Use regular refried beans if you prefer. I like black beans. And I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of butter. Give or take. You got to add some fat to your beans. Let these do their thing till they start getting warm. You're well, glad to catch you live. What's up, Deb's watching? Sherry Brossett, hello. Kind of got a host of things I have to cut here. Cutting up some bell pepper. fancy. Yay, no seeds. Homemade pizzas today. Yeah, I did that the other night. It was quite tasty. My pizza crust didn't quite turn out right because I tried a different recipe, but it was alright. Hello, Robin King. So, I'm going to dice this bell pepper up, same as I would, or as I have the onion, excuse me. I don't know what that is. So that little corner of the pepper is going to take a vacation to the trash can. And yes, my ground turkey is frozen. I didn't plan ahead. It's alright. It'll all cook. It'll all cook. Anybody up to anything exciting? I'm sure there's plenty of plans for the old Super Bowl tomorrow, but we're not watching. We will actually be out dumpster diving for the old Super Bowl tomorrow. Imagine that. My P.O. box is still there, Robin King. Yeah, Ricky's a piece of shit. The sooner you come to terms with the fact that Ricky's a piece of shit, the sooner we'll all be alright. P.O. Box is 12992. Charleston, South Carolina, 29422. This cutting board sucks. It's bouncy. Yeah, we don't watch the Super Bowl. I'm American and proud and not American and whiny. But that's just me. We are our last day on vacation here in Quebec. What's up, Annette? And a red hot curry. Had to put the tip in the fridge. There's the teepee. Sorry, I was having two thoughts, reading and fucking around with turkey at the same time here. Like fucking around with frozen turkey.
I think that turkey was under $2, wasn't it?
The turkey was $1.39 for a pound, yeah, because it was on sale for, actually no, it was less than that because it was on sale for $5.99 and it had a $5 off coupon. Be looking for a big box. Well, hopefully there's not a big head in that big box. I will definitely be looking for it. Thank you, ma'am. What should we send you? Do you need anything? I need a life is what I need. Do I need? I need $1 million. I can't particularly think of anything that I actually need. We were having this discussion the other day about income tax returns and shit. We don't really need anything. I like. Didn't think you could send that. We all need $1 million. Get it by Friday. That works. We'll let you know when I get it. It is greatly appreciated. I hear my beans over there doing some shit. You'll love it, I hope. Well, I love anything that anybody's willing to send me. Turn these fuckers down. Stir in that butter and garlic. Below at 350. Once said that wipes for wiping down your fines. Well, the thing about the wipes for wiping down fines, I'm always eternally grateful for anything of the sort. However, when we put that out there, we get like 6 or 8 cases of.
Yeah, we still have.
Yeah, I still have like 3 cases of wipes upstairs from that. I'm gonna turn this cutting board over to see if it bounces less on this other side. Wipes never hurt, but I still have wipes from the like, dude, we filled an entire closet full of wipes, and we've been wiping shit down quite some time. I did find a different place to take the donations. I actually found a lady who, long story short, she got her bicycle stolen, so I gave her a new bicycle that I had on the side of the house. One of the bikes that Ricky tried to steal, because she pedals around downtown Charleston and gives food to homeless people. So I'm gonna try. I don't know how batteries for the camera. I got a new light with a rechargeable battery. Since eat more than a few bites in 30 minutes. I made beef stew and put them in the blender. Yeesh. I'm sorry to hear that. I have a headlamp, I just don't use it. I feel like a meth head when I got the headlamp on, and I'm furthest thing from is a. And I've been using my phone to do the filming. I bought that GoPro a while back, but the problem is that my laptop is kind of on the fritz. It needs a little love, and I can't edit anything that I film with my GoPro camera right now. So I'm back to using my phone, and I have no way to strap my phone to my head, and I don't want to lose my phone into a dumpster. So, you know, kind of a catch-22 at the moment with that. Oh, I have a laptop, it just needs to be fixed. I have a nice laptop. It's not, but I don't even know how old it is. I didn't buy the thing, but what, maybe 8 months ago or something?
Yeah.
Something happened to the charge port though, and I can't plug it into the wall. I need to take it and get the charge port fixed. Is the problem. I don't necessarily need a laptop, I need laptop repair. And that'll definitely be something when we get tax money back. I'm going to take my laptop to get it fixed. Because filming and editing stuff from my phone sucks. I mean, it's whatever it is. And I bought that GoPro, and right about the same time that I got that GoPro and all the accessories and stuff to go with it, is when the laptop stopped charging. Yeah, I bought it at the flea market. There ain't no warranty from the flea market. What'd they say, like 2 weeks?
Yeah.
It's more than sufficient for what I need. It just happened to come from the flea market. Fix your last one with your foot. Yeah, now this one is the little pin on the inside. Here, goddamn, I sound southern. That little pin, the pin on the inside where you push the plug over, the pin is just kind of there, flopping around. So needs to come apart. Somebody needs to pull it apart and solder that back in. Is all that needs to really be done there. Some Jose jalapeno on the steak. No, it's broken, dude. It ain't a matter. Man, I can't just open it up and screw it in. It needs to be soldered. I did some homework on the laptop. It is that itself. It's got to come apart and it's got to be soldered. And I mean, if I were soldering car wires, that's one thing. I ain't trying to solder a motherboard on a computer. They're like 65 or 70 bucks, give or take, to get it fixed, but it's just a matter of getting it there, to be honest with you. But we'll get it there, we'll get it done. And then I can actually use that GoPro Hero 3 that I found for, I want to say I paid 110 bucks for it refurbished on eBay, which was next to nothing. Alexander's foot needs to meet it, and it's already broken enough. Slicing up the jalapeno. Turkey starts getting going. Peppers and onions. See, the best part about this is you just throw the dishes in the sink and the magic dish fairy washes them.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, no. The wife is not my magic dish fairy. I do the dishes. Anybody who treats their wife as the magic dish fairy should probably be kicked in the dick. It's one thing to share the duties, but to expect your other half to just expect them to blindly do some shit for you. That's not how any of that works. Alright, that's good and thawed out. I hear the magic dish fairy. They hear the magic dish fairy. New dishwasher here and all the dishes. My kitchen is so little that I don't have room for a dishwasher. Literally. If anybody from Spider Energy Drink happens to be seeing this, remember when you guys used to send me energy drinks and I would drink your Spider Energy Drinks by the case on my channel? Well, guess what? You don't send them to me anymore, so I buy Monsters again. Fuckers. Well, that's been 2 years now since I started riding that bike and planning that trip. Yep. And Spider Energy decided they want to sponsor me. That was a whole nother, seems like a whole nother lifetime ago. And it was, literally. Alright, you're going to put all that delicious fart magic in the bottom of your pan there. Nothing quite like some delicious fart magic. Refried beans. Make sure they cover the bottom. I'm gonna get that shit cooling off a little bit. Because depending on how you like it, I like to put, sometimes I put a layer of sour cream over the top of the beans, sometimes I put the meat mixture down and then the layer of sour cream. I think today I'm going to hope for the layer of sour cream and then the meat and then the cheese and then the jalapenos. We'll see. Just depends on how you like it. Does anybody know where I can buy dehydrated refried beans in bulk? There's no such thing as dehydrated refried beans.
Not that I know of.
No, you at least not that I'm aware of. I got a bag of red beans around here somewhere. Like, these are just black beans that are refried black beans. Shit, I turned off the wrong burner. But red beans are what regular refried beans are. I mean, you cook them and you smash them and call it a day. And I know they sell sliced olives. Sliced olives are not cost effective, so I'll slice some olives. and leave the rest of the olives for the wife to snack on. I can't even imagine how bad of gas if you could get dehydrated refried beans. I mean, if somebody knows about that shit, by all means, I surely wouldn't buy them. I'll get them out of a can or I'll make my own.
I'm gonna Google.
The wife's gonna Google whether or not they sell dehydrated refried beans. That just sounds disgusting. Kind of like instant mashed potatoes from an envelope.
Wow, the dirty Hallmark where it comes up.
Walmart sells them? Imagine that. There is. They use them at Taco Bell. Ugh. Well, that's part of the reason why Taco Bell makes you shit, I'm sure. And the fact that their beef is only about 80% meat. They're cooked and smashed and then dry. Ugh. I don't know. There's just certain things I don't want to try in life, and fucking dehydrated beans refried beans is not one of them. I'll take the cop out and buy them in a can. Hello, Hope. But I'm surely not buying some bean powder.
Hi, Hope.
Well, if Walmart sells a small container of it, I'll bet you Sam's Club sells a fucking big one. And if they don't, find your local restaurant supply store. Like here, we've got a U.S. Foods store that probably sells them, but I wouldn't have even thought to look for that shit, to be quite honest with you.
I wouldn't have either.
No, I would have never in a million years thought to look for that shit. And again, I'm not cooking on that scale. I do enjoy that U.S. Foods store, though. You can get all kinds of neat shit in there. NSF pans and dish rags, and let's see. When your wife said she was going to Google about dehydrated beans, I was looking at the same time. Well, then find your local restaurant supply store. So here in Charleston, it's called U.S. Foods. I don't know what it is wherever you live. Might be a U.S. Food store, might be something else. If you're trying to paste a link in the chat, YouTube probably won't let you. I'm making layered bean dip with ground turkey and some good old generic Old El Paso taco seasoning because it's easy. Oh, this is already open. There we go. Oh, what's up, Mom? This is actually something that my mother used to make, but I decided once upon a time to make myself. And I do it a little bit different than she does. But, however, if she hadn't have made this once upon a time, I'd have probably never ended up making this. Colorado, and I have contacted every place. Well, here's a thought. Go down to a local restaurant, like an actual restaurant, and see where it is that they get their food. It's delivered off the back of the truck, and see if they have a local warehouse. Would be your best bet. Here's the missing bit. I don't know. It's not showing up, dude. If you're pasting a link, it doesn't show up in the YouTube chat, and I'm not seeing it. And if I'm not seeing it, nobody else is seeing it. I was thinking I was going to need more sour cream. So, you want to save this because that's some good Tupperware right there. Said every fucking redneck in the South. That's my good Tupperware, motherfucker. Bulk organic refried beans. And again, dude, the links don't show up. I don't know what to tell you then. It's not something that I shop for. You might have to take a trip to Arizona to find that, to be quite honest with you. Because I guarantee you they got that shit in Arizona somewhere. Black beans. Black beans are delicious. If you don't like them, you just don't, you haven't eaten them right yet. Want any of these olives before I put them away, dear?
No.
Texas would probably have some. There you go. My mother does not knit, Robert King. My mother used to be crafty in the 90s. Gotta go. Enjoy your dinner. Hey, we'll see you later, Kathy. My mother used to be crafty in the 90s. She'd buy things like plastic-covered reeds and, you know, stick a pin into it with a piece of fabric. No, she doesn't knit. My mother's not that old. My mother is not that old. My wife sews, which is why we have. Do we have 3 or do we have 4 sewing machines, dear?
3.
We have 3 sewing machines. Oh, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Huh. I'm sorry, I'm doing like 6 things at once. No, the missus nor the mother knit. I'm sorry. You might have to have the wife respond for that one.
Okay.
She's talking about fabric.
Lots of fabric. Ah.
You two might have to look each other up on Messenger and go back and forth a little bit about that, because I'm sure there might be a school project or something, but I don't know specifically
Yeah.
about fabric. Drain the fat. And again, in ground turkey, that's not where the flavor's at. This is not bacon grease. However, we're not going down that arguing about fucking bacon route like we did the other day. Come on, pass it. I have lots of totes full. Alright, canned tomatoes and green chilies. Your basic run-of-the-mill taco season. Louis. See you later, Deb. We'll be out dumpster diving tomorrow. And only a half a cup of water, because as soon as those tomatoes get hot, they're gonna puke out all kinds of water into there. Let this simmer down for a while. Stir it all together. Howdy, folks, says the Jewish Redneck Preppers. And howdy right back at you. I haven't made that in a long time. I might have to go get some stuff to make it tomorrow. It looks good. Yeah, it's quite tasty. However, we're eating this tonight. Like I said at the beginning of this video, we don't watch football. I don't have the patience in my world to watch millionaires complain about oppression. And I could frankly care the fuck less what Roger Waters is asking people to do. I can't tell you the last time I cared about Roger Waters' opinion. I know the name. And I know he's an old rock star, but I couldn't tell you what band he's in, and I don't care. No mushrooms. Pork liver for lunch. Yuck. No mushrooms, however you could. Hello, Sheila. I'm sure you could put mushrooms in there, but I don't. Let this boil down for a little while. Thicken up. Get all tasty and shit. The olives and the jalapenos go on top of the cheese. A little bit of lime juice later. Once you get it in your bowl. And I did buy some cilantro, but I'm not going to use it because I bought this yesterday and it looks like fucking dead diarrhea at the moment. We'll take it back to the store. Beef liver and onions. You could not pay me to eat liver. In any context, you could not pay me to eat liver. Not trying to eat the body's oil filter. And that's putting it nicely. It's like we were at the Asian market earlier today, and they sell pig uterus in there. Like, people eat that shit. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Perhaps plant something to provide nourishment to the ground?
No, it was in the meat department to eat. People eat that shit. Because I was up there getting... I had to get myself a new ding-dong. I got some Popeye snacks, which are absolutely delicious. I don't even know how to describe these things, other than like they're just, I don't know, they're little crunchy deals. I can add guacamole, but the problem with guacamole is that this is the wrong time of year to get avocados. I bought some the other day and I had them in the kitchen like 3 days, and they were molded inside. So I'm not doing the guacamole at the moment. However, you could. Some of this hot chicken ramen, the Korean black bean sauce, that shit's delicious. You know, this is the stuff we go to the Asian market for. Anyway, it's the wrong time of year to be trying to make guacamole. Like, if you gotta really at this time of year, you got a window in there of how long the avocados are actually going to be edible for, because you buy them and they're hard as a rock, and sometimes it takes a week, sometimes it takes 3 days for them to get good and pliable. But I don't know what to tell you. Must be on your end, because they're still working on mine.
Yeah.
Welcome to YouTube. It never works. So those of you that just got it here, this is some ground turkey, some taco seasoning, some onion, some green pepper, and a can of tomatoes with green chilies that I'm going to let simmer on high until it thickens to go over the top of my refried black beans that have butter and garlic in them with a layer of sour cream. Enchilada. Okay. Oh, remember my receipt for Dove? Well, the receipt already went in the trash, and that shit's like 79 cents. So
They can pull it up my card.
we can't. Well, I don't know, man. Perhaps because I didn't put it in a bag, it's my own damn fault. I should be able to buy some damn cilantro, or like with the avocados. But I'm surely not buying any of that pre-made guacamole. That shit's gross. I like my guacamole. Or Filiberto's in Arizona. I like their guacamole too, but there's no Filiberto's in South Carolina. If they opened a Filiberto's in South Carolina, they'd have a fucking line around the block. But there isn't. Ooh, I got a whole penny. Let's see if I can flick it and hit my wife from here. Nope. Yeah, they don't green sauce around these parts either. Like green enchilada sauce, you'd think you were looking for a donor kidney trying to find green enchilada sauce around these parts. Come on, meat. I'll give that about another 2 to 3 minutes. Oh, Jesus, I just got done saying. Oh, the place that sells the green chili sauce is called Macayo's. Their green enchilada sauce. Fuck no, I'm not eating sour kidneys. Not eating sour kidneys. I don't eat organs. I'm picky. I'm from a first world country. I don't eat, actually, well, to further that, I'm from a first world country in the northern part of the west coast where we don't eat innards. Orange sauce here, I look for the green. Yeah, it's all the red. That red enchilada sauce is nasty. The green stuff is made with tomatillos.
Wow, sour kidneys, okay.
Yeah, not eating sour kidneys. I'm not living in a hole in Iraq. I don't need to eat innards to feed those to my cat. This is where the innards in my house go, into a can of cat food at somebody else's factory. Tuscan. Germany's a first world country and this kind of meat isn't cheap at all. Well, Germans can surely engineer the living fuck out of anything mechanical, but I couldn't tell you a single thing other than potentially bratwurst that they're known for outside of World War II. At least, you know, food-wise. I don't mean to be a dick, but I don't. There's a reason you don't see the Farfignugan Cafe on the corner next to Taco Bell. But, you know, that's just an opinion. Seems like they eat a lot of sausage and onions. And again, I've never been there. I'm uninformed. I just don't particularly want to eat innards. Not my thing. I think I missed something. I think somebody's in Tucson. I don't know. Hard to read and cook at the same time. Macayo's green sauce. Here's my mom. My mom's panhandling for enchilada sauce in my chat room. Aldi sucks. We got Aldi here and it's all Bobo brands. It's like shit that almost looks like something that you'd want to eat. I don't shop at Aldi at all. If they were ground up and made into sausage, you'd never know what you were eating. Well, that's the glory of it being a sausage, is that I don't have to fucking know what I'm eating. I don't have to know one bit that that's what I'm eating because it's in a sausage. Like, I eat hot dogs, but I don't need to know that it's pig lips and assholes. I don't need to know. Don't need to know. Yeah, Aldi is terrible. It's weird. You go in there and all the products look. Oh, I missed the trash can with that bag. All the products look like other products, but like the generic knockoff of a product like you'd see in a movie. Lots of cheese. Cheese, cheese, cheese. Well, I just don't think about it when I eat hot dogs. We had hot dogs last night. Boar's Head hot dogs. However, if you eat kosher hot dogs, it doesn't have any of that nonsense in it. Theoretically speaking. This, what I'm sprinkling here, is the fresh jalapeno. Sliced olives. Yeah, kosher means that it comes from the front half of the animal as well. Not only is the animal killed in a specific sort of a way, blessed by a rabbi, you only get the front half of the animal. So, as opposed to the ass of the animal. Big difference. Here's what it looks like before it goes into the oven. Lots of cheese and things. You can leave the olives off. Some people put mushrooms on it. I don't, but throw that in a 350-degree oven. I mean, well, at that point, even because this is Saturday night, you could, what's up, Gord? You could throw that in the refrigerator right now until tomorrow and take it to whatever Super Bowl party that you may or may not be going to. And with the foil on it, just throw it in the oven at whoever's got the party's house. Leave it in there for half hour or so, give or take. Pull it out, good to go. Slice these limes, or this lime singularly. Good time of year for citrus. It's funny, during the summertime around here, limes are $1 a piece. This time of year, they're 4 for $1. So. Gotta fix this cabinet. The little thingamajig that it pushes into fell off. I thought it was haunted for a while. The cabinet kept opening it, so good times. Said nobody ever. Get that out of the way. This out of the way. Just like that, you've cleaned up your entire mess in the process. And I'm going to keep that sour cream out because once I scoop that into a bowl, I'm going to put a little bit more sour cream on it to dip my chips in. Good luck tomorrow with the old dumpster diving, huh? Unless something happens, we're gonna be out dumpster diving tomorrow during the Super Bowl, as we can. Mind to grab a couple of bowls, dear? It'll be a bit till the cheese is melted, but. Gee, while I'm waiting, dear, should I make some honey bunches of oats crispy treats? She gives me the stank eye for that one. I like making some crispy treats out of some non-conventional cereals. Like the last ones I made were Frosted Flake crispy treats. I do believe I could hear myself getting cavities with every bite that I chewed, though. It was so sweet. Good stuff. Well, you could always come eat some dip, Mom. There's nothing to watch on the old interweb, but you could come by and eat some dip at some point. Let's see. My mom only lives on the other side of the neighborhood. Try to move this here. Oh. Because I got nothing better to do right now other than hang out and talk to you guys. Why not? However, I'm not making crispy treats. I won't tempt my wife with two different ways of starch this evening.
Thank you, but the store brand Frosted Flake.
Yeah, the store brand Frosted Flake crispy treats were the shit.
Yeah, the best I've ever had.
Well, I got more up here.
I know.
Some of these, well, I got so much other shit up there I can't get to it, but anyway. 28 people here, and it seems like my mother's the only one talking. Perhaps I take off. Who knows? I left some stuff on the floor. There's the wife.
Hello.
Pants are falling down, dear.
Okay.
You're all right, Robin King. Because there's 3,701 subscribers to the old BoobTube channel now, and there's all of 24 of you here. So, you know, I don't hold it against anybody for not showing up. Because this shit is not what people signed up for when they subscribed to my bullshit channel anyway. So, my cooking shows, they're chats. I'm not necessarily doing a cooking show. I need a real fucking kitchen and a real camera person. And perhaps you could call it a cooking show. Oh, Hope says hello again. Well, maybe that's why there's only 25 of you. And I had like, when I tried a Nobody's Kitchen channel, I got like 36 subscribers or something.
Hello, Miss Hope.
Try your kitchen. Dude, your kitchen's got shit lighting in it though, Mom. That's the biggest problem. Like, my mother's kitchen is definitely bigger and it definitely has better countertops, but it has the worst lighting of any kitchen I think I've ever been in my life. I would need to buy, you need to buy a few lights, and lights for filming are not cheap. Not cheap. Like to watch me cook. I take the
They watch, but I get the delight. I'm the spoiled lady.
And you're the one I married. She got a contract that says I get to make this food, right? You will cook me this shit, or I will take you to court. I wonder how that would work. No, I don't watch Hell's Kitchen. No, those kind of lights don't work. I don't watch Hell's Kitchen. I don't like that show. I don't mind, what the fuck's his name? Is that Robert Irvine or is that Gordon Ramsay? That's Gordon Ramsay. I like Gordon Ramsay, don't get me wrong. But I don't particularly like that show in any context.
You shut the back door, right?
Yeah, back door's shut, dear. Well, you turning the heat back on? Oh, it's so cold. It's like 59 degrees here in Charleston today. We're going to lose toes.
No.
What's the name of that stuff? Yeah, I don't watch that show. Like that Worst Cooks in America show, I don't watch that shit either. People failing at cooking. You know. His fix-em shows. I prefer the other English asshole with the huge arms when he does his fix shows. That's Robert Irvine, I believe, who does those. I like his fix-it shows better than Gordon Ramsay's. Wow. Anyhow. He makes at the big begging of each meal. Trade you my weather 19 degrees. No, I was saying that to be a smartass. Because I realized the rest of the fucking, like the rest of the country is in like sub-zero temperatures at the moment, and we're still 60 degrees, and my wife's freezing and turning the heater on because I had the door open earlier. Oh, I don't really like reality shows. I do watch some cooking shows, but not, I don't know, some of them I just don't watch. Is that, like, I don't watch The Pioneer Woman. What was that I said this morning? That, like, that woman cooks things that people don't cook, attempt to cook, to take to places to make people think they know how to cook? That's what that woman cooks. Say that one 14 times fast, right? 48 degrees in Colorado today. I don't care how old it is and how cold it is in Colorado. You guys got legal weed. It can be all the cold you fucking want.
Yeah, you're in Colorado.
You got legal weed. Just found your channel recently. You are so funny. Well, thank you, Sherry G. I'm not that funny. But,
yes, he is.
oh, what I was getting at, I forgot to finish what I was saying. Do you think that if a woman took a man to court for a divorce, if in the alimony settlement, because he cooked her every meal that she ate for the duration of their marriage, if a judge would require that man to cook her meals for her for alimony? Because, you know, they'd make you pay money if you have given them some sort of an expectation of a lifestyle. Well, what if the lifestyle is the food you provide? Is the judge going to require you to cook food for such a person? All right, I'm going to turn that off. It doesn't take long when all the ingredients are warm. Bubbly, 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 bubbly. Minus 12 here in Canada. It's 60 degrees Fahrenheit, and marijuana is illegal here, so it isn't that grand. That's minus 12 Celsius, though, Robin King, so that's about what? Let me think. About 14 degrees Fahrenheit, give or take. Niagara froze. Alright. Anyhow, so, is that showing up in the thingamajig?
Lift it up. There we go.
Bean dip. Sure to be a hit at your Super Bowl party. I'm going to let that freestand for about, 3-4 minutes before I get a big old spoon. Well, I'm going to get the big old spoon, but I'm going to let that stand for a few minutes to cool down. So it doesn't burn the inside of my mouth like I'm eating Totino's pizza bites. Because, yes, this fat guy does eat pizza bites. The weed stinks, so I don't smoke it. Well, you don't have to smoke it. They make gummy bears you can eat that give you the best day in the history of the fucking world. Or a chocolate bar that makes spaghetti the funniest thing you've ever eaten in your life. You know. You don't have to smoke it. I will admit my daughter is funny. She is being funny on her own accord. We'll leave it at that.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't have to smoke the weed. You can eat it. And you get high for like 9 hours at a time. Oh, that's all right. I live in the dirty South where everything is taboo. Frankly, I'm surprised they even sell liquor in this town, to be honest with you. That we don't live in a dry state. 41 degrees Fahrenheit here. Yeah, 32 F at the moment, 11:30 p.m. All right. Why would you not eat it? Close-minded. You got no problem with people fucking drinking booze. But, you know, you eat a little bit of fucking edible weed and a gummy bear and it's the end of the fucking world, right? People who speak on shit they have not a fucking clue about. I have. Anyway, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here because ignorance is taking over. Have a good night, fuckers. I'm gonna eat my dip.